Despite living in the shadow of Vesuvius, one night in 79 AD was like no other for the people of Herculaneum. This night, 300 people were waiting to be rescued by sea, but unfortunately they never made it, as the first pyroclastic flow engulfed them before they could escape, and they were entombed in the city forever.
Right, so this is the least stressful way in Italy of filling up. You just get somebody to do it. Now, there is a cost associated, Peg, with it.
Yeah, I think it's about an extra 25 cents a litre.
Yeah, so it's not cheap, and it's not something we'd normally do.
It's a treat.
It's a treat, and it's also because I pulled up at the wrong petrol pump. So some petrol pumps are service, some are self, and I pulled up at the wrong one, so we're paying for it. Card goes in here.
Pin code.
Look away now. Oh, grazie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers for that.
Bye bye.
Just a little brief stop at this parking spot. Beautiful, just off the toll road, and we're on our way again. So where are we, Peg?
We're in Herculaneum. We've just come through the door. We haven't got our tickets yet, but you're straight away into the historic excavations of what happened here.
And what did happen here?
There was an eruption from Mount Vesuvius that just flattened, well, took everybody out.
So as I understand it, this is a bit like Pompeii.
Yeah,
but,
only a smaller scale.
Smaller scale, but it's more preserved, some of the buildings here, and some have got roofs on them, I've heard.
The lady that we were at the Soster we were at, she said that some of the roofs are on, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So she said it's different because in Pompeii there none of them there, but we're going to go and have it. And she said it'll take a couple of hours to look round, so I don't know what we're going to see.
Yeah, sounds incredible, let's go. Do you know, Peg, it's hard to believe that there was just a farmer's well there, and then it led to all this.
Well, there must have been a farm as well.
There's probably a farm.
Well as the well.
There's probably a farm as well. As well as the well. Now, it's only €12 to get in, Peg, but
you can get into this bit for nothing.
For nothing.
So you can see an overview of the houses of Herculaneum. You can't get into them, but you can certainly see a good overview of what the village was like, or the town.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Lots of tavernas.
Oh, plenty of them.
In 79 AD, Herculaneum was actually overlooking the sea.
So in the background, Peg, you can see Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah, you can see the one that did all the damage. In a way, though, did it do all the damage? It did to the people that were living here, but it's also magnificently preserved everything behind us as well.
It's incredible. I mean, to think this was under a 20-metre thick blanket of ash and whatever else comes out of a volcano.
It was much harder to excavate this site because it was covered far more deeply than Pompeii.
Yeah, Pompeii was easier. This is more compact and more complete, with roofs on some of the buildings. The other thing was they found 300 skeletons as they were waiting to escape, and unfortunately they were caught in the volcano as it erupted.
Yeah, they were waiting on the coastline to try and get somebody to take them away by boat. Never happened.
So that's incredible.
Yeah, the other thing to say is there's houses here that date from the 2nd century BC. So this is just a phenomenal, I mean, although Vesuvius did a lot of damage, it's also done a lot of preservation.
Yeah, I mean, without that, we wouldn't be able to see what this today.
Because it would have all gone.
Yeah.
You know, progress would have happened. So the fact that it's taken so long to find this site, and also that it was buried so deeply, means that it's been preserved for us to be able to enjoy it and see how people lived.
And also, they've only actually excavated a fraction of it so far.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more yet to discover. So, Peg, this house behind us, why was it called the House of the Skeleton?
They found a skeleton upstairs in the house on the 1st floor.
Wow.
It's also really highly decorated, this house as well.
Yeah.
It looks to me like altars almost, where they've got ornaments or testaments to the gods, but there's loads of different decoration. Even the brickwork, there's mosaics on the floor, there's frescoes, and there's other painted decorations in there too.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So that was the tavern, Peg. What did you learn there? That was food, drink?
I learned that the Romans liked to eat out at lunchtime, and they often used to go to a taverna. They often didn't sit in there though. They would they would eat on the hoof, or they'd take their food home.
Yeah, I found that really interesting. So there was food in there was drink, and also they said there was a fire in there.
Yeah, to heat the food up if people wanted it hot. And that they'd eat things like focaccia bread, olives. Yeah, it was interesting.
Fascinating, really.
I just thought, I don't know what I imagined Roman life to be like, but I couldn't imagine them going down to the local cafe at lunchtime.
And it's just like it is. I mean, things just haven't changed, have they? Things haven't evolved.
People would be busy, they'd get hungry, go down, and also they said that you could get things there for quite cheap prices as well, so it was common to eat out at lunch.
Yeah, amazing. So this is a popular room. There's a lot of people in here. Let's check it out. Peg's getting all the goss on the audio guide. So Peg, I've learnt that this building has frescoes in the 4th style. Could you please explain to me in English, what does that mean?
It wasn't the 1st, the 2nd or the 3rd.
Thank you for clearing that up. That's a lot easier now for me to understand.
These pillars are huge. This is the biggest house that we've been in. Well, it was at Hall, this, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was a meeting place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For various people to come.
It was interesting as well, because part of this, I don't understand everything, there's too much information, but part of this was about slaves being able to get their freedom.
Right.
So part of the way they organised the society was the slaves did have an opportunity to get their freedom, and this area here was like a place of education, so you could start joining the different ranks of society.
And if anybody can explain to me what frescoes of the 4th style is, please can you add it in the comments below? Literally, Peg, we've walked 10 more yards, and what have we found? Another
cafe.
Another cafe.
They must have loved the food.
They must have loved it. Not open again today. We're
I could have lived it.
Literally, every few steps is another cafe or a taverna. Love it.
Yeah. So we're in a newly opened private house of a very important person, it looks like.
I know.
I mean, this has got a beautiful, beautiful courtyard with columns outside, really high ceilings, gorgeous frescoes everywhere, and really ornate flooring, mosaic flooring.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Quite large compared to the other properties.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. I'd have this one.
Yeah, we like this one. When can we move in, Peg? This looks suspiciously like another taverna. Peg was very interested.
I'm getting hungry.
Right, we think we found the bakery. Peg, what have we found here?
This must be the 5th taverna we've seen in, what, a 5 minutes walk? I love the Romans.
This is just getting silly now. It's taverna after taverna after taverna.
I reckon about every 10th building is a taverna. They must have liked to eat out.
We're certainly getting very hungry now. This is the 2nd largest house in Herculaneum.
And it's the House of Relief.
So I don't know why, Peg, but this is only open for a short period.
I imagine they're trying to preserve as much as possible because it looks like there's mosaics all over the floor. I am worried about how many people are walking over all the mosaics and how they're going to protect them, because I think in a lot of other countries they might have just not allowed people to walk on them, or put some kind of covering over the mosaic, because I don't know how long they'll last.
Exactly. So this is open.
Well, they've lasted a few millennia.
Yeah, but people haven't been walking on it for all those years.
No.
But I think this is open until the 11th of April, she said, and then they're closing it up. So
and it's only open in the morning as well, so they're obviously trying to stop too many people coming through here.
Right, Peg, a little frustrating. What was the one thing that you wanted to come and see?
The main thing I wanted to see was the baths, because I knew that they were a really important part of Roman culture. And what's the one thing that is shut?
It's unavailable, unfortunately, due to maintenance.
Well, you've got to maintain the bathrooms, haven't you?
Yeah.
And we have seen an awful lot, and to be honest with you, I think I've seen enough now anyway.
You've seen enough. Peg's hungry, so let's go and find something to eat.
I love a bit of history, but you can have too much of a good thing.
Yeah, too much history today, Peg.
It's a lot to take in, I think that's what it is. It's overwhelming, the amount of history that's here. It's just vast.
Well, what I always think is you need to balance your history with your pizza. The amount of pizza that you eat.
It's culturally appropriate,
Absolutely.
isn't it, to eat pizza and drink wine?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we're going to go and do next.
Yeah, so we've done the history bit, now we need to do the pizza and wine bit.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I have to say that's one of the best chocolate pancakes I've ever had.
I agree.
Peg agrees, and she makes a damn fine chocolate pancake. Oh, fantastic. Right, Peg, what did that just cost?
€42, and you know what? It was worth every centime.
Yeah,
every cent.
Quality, absolutely superb, really enjoyed it.
Lovely service.
Yeah.
Nice music.
All of them were lovely. Music was good.
It was decked out beautifully as well, so somebody with taste has obviously designed the place. It's only small, but it's lovely.
Even the toilet had a toilet seat, and I've not seen one of them before in Italy.
It was very posh.
Okay, so that was good. Bank of Napoli were able to withdraw cash there without a fee. So usually we have a challenge getting cash out without a fee, but first time, Peg?
Yeah.
That worked out really well.
After a lovely morning wandering all around Herculaneum, we decided to get the train into Naples or Napoli.
This is the third time we've tried to find the station. Do you think we'll manage it?
I don't know if we will.
So we came here twice yesterday looking for the station, unsuccessful. I feel more confident after analysing Google Maps last night. I think it's right here, Peg. Okay, so this is looking promising, but it looks like it's under construction. Oh,
Number one.
number one. Grazie. Thank you.
So what have we just done?
You've just timed that perfectly to the pneumatic drill, Peg.
Story of my life.
Yeah, it's always the pneumatic drill in the
Try not
background.
to swear.
Try not to, beep. Yeah, so hopefully we're on a train, or we will be soon, to Napoli.
So we're going to Napoli, we've got to get off at Garibaldi, and then we've got to get another train.
A metro, we think.
To Toledo.
To Toledo, and if we end up there, we've done very well, Peg.
Yeah.
We may not get back again, but let's see where we end up. Okay, so we're trying to find how to get on a metro to Toledo. I'm going to ask somebody here.
Where do we get to Toledo?
The metro to...
Like
Go on.
That's way.
Oh, thank you. Right, okay, so we've gone past it. It's line 1. We're in Garibaldi, Peg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're in Garibaldi, we need line 1 to Toledo, I should say, Napoli. We're going down, there's a lot down apparently. Unfortunately, standing room only today, Peg.
With the seats everywhere. So we've got 4 stops on this one, on this metro, the underground, to Toledo.
It's beautiful and clean.
Absolutely immaculate on here. And then we're going to have a walk around the old city, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We've been told that you've got to look at the artwork at this station at Toledo.
Very impressive Banksy here. When we got to Naples, things didn't quite go according to plan, but it was eventful.
It absolutely hammered down with rain when we got there, so that changed our plans, and we ended up diving into an art gallery to shelter from the rain.
Peg, it's very dark here. Where are we?
We're in an art museum. We're in an art gallery in Napoli, and the reason we're in here is because it's absolutely pouring down outside.
Yeah.
We have no plan to come in here.
We didn't have a plan to come directly to Naples, but it's just the way it's come. It's just happened, hasn't it?
Yeah, as we were coming out of the train station, it was that wet. A girl flew down the stairs, didn't she?
Yeah.
She fell down the stairs, so
Yeah.
it's really pouring down here. And it obviously doesn't rain very often. But we'd forgotten it was going to be raining, so we thought we'd come into an art gallery.
So we paid €7 each to come in here, and yeah, it's quite impressive, to be honest.
It's all about Napoleon. I'm wondering if there's an association that I knew nothing about.
So, Peg, can you tell me, because we were wondering, is Naples named after Napoleon?
No, I thought it was. I thought I'd had a fantastic link in my head, but it's not. It predates even Rome. Naples is a very old Italian city.
I think it means new city, doesn't it?
Yeah, Neapolis or something, which meant new city.
The gallery had a cafe, which was great, as it had been thirsty work. I have no idea what's going on, but it's very noisy.
Chinese New Year.
Peg, I don't know if you can hear that. There's a bloke singing out a window with a bucket on a rope.
Incredible. I was tentatively dithering to go across the road while a local showed me exactly how it was done, and he stopped the traffic while doing it. We were planning to find a world-famous pizza restaurant, but we opted to head for home as the batteries on our phone were going, and it was getting dark and we needed to find our way back.
There it goes. That was our train, just missed it. Just gone. We unwittingly got on the express train on the way home, which was heading in the right direction, but flew past our stop at 60 miles an hour. Got on the wrong train. Well, by some miracle, we've managed to get back to our station. We've been up and down the tracks. We passed through this station at about 60 miles an hour about 2 hours ago.
We thought we were hurtling towards Sorrento.
Anyway, we managed to get back here. I don't know how. Thank goodness.
We were on the express to Sorrento.
Anyway, never been so happy to get back to our station.
So yesterday we visited Herculaneum, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's a much smaller site than Pompeii, but that's because there were only about 5,000 inhabitants. It was opened up in the 1700s, and they're now trying to work on preserving what's there. But what we also found out as well was it was a much richer area than Pompeii, because mostly it was like the second homes of the big knobs from Rome who wanted a seaside retreat to come to. So that might explain why there were so many tavernas in the area. next time.
We've just got off the metro peg, and what were we greeted with? Should we turn around?
I can't believe it.
I think we're about to be scammed.
If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you really liked it, subscribe.